take. The first take was really depressing, so we're gonna be a little bit more positive about this. We are doing the AFC South. We only got a minute into the other video. I'm like, yeah, we're depressed, but we're gonna be positive. We're positive people. We're gonna do the AFC South. We're excited to do the AFC South. I'm lying to your face right now, but it's okay. We're here. We're gonna do it. All right. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna be excited about it. Okay. So, we have the AFC South. We have only two divisions left: AFC South and the NFC South. Arguably the worst divisions in the league, but it is what it is. But we're gonna start alphabetical, whatever order. Houston Texans. Here we go. Week 1, Texans and Ravens. Giving it to the Ravens. Week 2, Colts and Texans. Is it crazy to go Texans here?
I think this comes down to which rookie quarterback which rookie quarterback sucks less.
Yeah, that's exactly what it comes down to.
And I think Anthony Richardson set up for success early, but Houston's defense should be able to keep them in games.
I don't think people realize how good Houston's defense should not be slept on.
No.
It is nasty. They got some nasty guys on that defense. Derek Stingley is one of them. D lineman I'm missing.
Well, you can't forget one of the best safeties in football, Jalen Petre, as well.
Yeah.
That dude he's going to be a problem for a long time.
Like, they're building a young, great defense there, and it should not be slept on. The Texans are going to, and we've said this on previous videos. Don't ask me which ones, but we're big on Texans against the spread. Like they might go 14-3 against the spread. You know what I'm saying?
Or something absurd. Yeah, they're gonna be a bettor's dream this year.
Yeah, if you're looking for betting advice, take the Texans. You probably will get it right 90% of the time.
They should have no issues covering games.
Jacksonville wins game 3, week 3. We pick Steelers over Texans. That's fine. I like Texans defense against this Falcons offense. I don't know if this Falcons offense is going to be good. But
I think
Falcons defense is.
I was about to say, I think Atlanta's defense does enough to keep the game close, and they can steal a win late. Because Atlanta's defense is also fairly decent as well. So I think that this is going to be one to take the under on, where this is going to be this has potential to be like the over-under set at like 38.5 or something, and this game's going to end up 16-13.
Shit, even I don't know. That might be a 13-10 game, honestly.
I would take Atlanta.
All right, let's go Atlanta here. Saints and Texans. I probably go Saints here.
I would probably also go Saints here.
Week 7's a bye. Week 8, they're both coming off the bye. I think the Panthers are a better team, not by much. And I think they're at home. I think even though I think the Texans coaching staff is, finally okay, I think the Panthers coaching staff is better. I think that plays a factor in it. Texans at Bucks. I think Texans pull this one out. I don't think it's crazy.
Tampa is coming off of a mini bye, like an extended.
They played that Thursday night.
Yes.
I don't know. I think they got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Rashard White, but other than that,
it all depends on who's throwing the football in Tampa.
I think it's Baker.
We're gonna have a debate about this when we do the NFC South video next. I'm sure it's gonna be a whole side tangent to this whole thing, but is either guy a good option?
Oh no, but it's Baker.
Apparently he's throwing a lot of interceptions in training camp.
Well, so is Jimmy Garoppolo, but no one throws a fucking fit about that.
Well, I guess.
Bro, I laughed because they were like, oh, Baker Mayfield threw, it's 9 interceptions in 7 days. No, it was 7 interceptions in 9 days. And I was like, Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown 7 interceptions in 2 practices. But we're worried about Baker. Like, I don't know.
Well, I think Baker gets more publicity because he is a bigger name.
Yeah.
He's the first round pick who flopped, which
Yeah.
predictable as that was.
But I don't know.
What do
This
we
one's
know?
a good game. I feel like
I could see. I think. Let's circle back to it.
all right. Jaguars, sweet.
Yep. I think they beat Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee
See, and
has a.
I think they have a better chance of beating the Bucks than they do Tennessee.
Tennessee has no home field advantage.
Is this the Oilers game? Is this the one where they're wearing the Oilers?
Oh, that I don't know.
Oh, wouldn't that be fucking disrespectful as fuck? Like they're wearing
That's
the Oilers
nasty for no reason.
Can we say they split against Tennessee?
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
And then we had them beating Indianapolis before. Do they split with them as well?
I think that's a split as well, and I think other way. We gave Texans a home game, I think.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So, I think they win that game.
I think they also win that game because I don't think Houston's a 4-win team. I think they could steal other wins in here.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the Panthers game is a game they can win. I think they could. I think they might necessarily split like against the Titans and the Colts. Like
I agree with that. I think they could very easily sweep one of those two teams with no problem.
I think their ceiling's about 6 wins, and so I think that's fair. I don't know. It's hard to see how far this, like, we're talking about the Texans team and how they're going to be good against the spread is like, but are they going to put wins? They got to get wins. And I like CJ Stroud. I think he's going to be pretty good. It also depends on how well he progresses this year. So necessarily, like, going 4-13 is not horrible.
I think this is more progress. This more speaks to how roughshod the offense is in Houston, which kind of, we're almost looking at a Deshaun Watson 2.0 almost, because like Deshaun Watson didn't have all the help in the world during his time in Houston. And right now the best wide receivers in Houston are Nico Collins, John Mechie, Robert Woods. That's it. And I don't think I can name who their tight end is. They have Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce is a nice young back. He's a thumper.
Devin Singletary's in there too.
That is also true. So like the running backs they're okay with.
I think Nate Dell might be okay for him too.
Stroud liked him a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think this team has plenty of potential.
They're just young.
They're young. You can't live off of potential. It's easier to say they're going to do bad now and have that potential. And then, hopefully I think the next year is a better year for them. I don't think they win the division next year. I think Jacksonville has that for a while.
Jacksonville's got a chokehold on the division for really as long as Trevor Lawrence plays there, I
think.
But
the Texans maybe have a chance to start fighting for wild card spots, even though it's looking bleak right now.
This could be a division in like 4 years where we look at it and go, I think 3 of these teams could make the playoffs.
Maybe. Colts and Jaguars. Gotta give it to the Jaguars. If it's Anthony Richardson's first start, that's a rough first start.
I don't think it matters who starts at quarterback. I think they drop this game regardless. But yeah, if this is AR's first game in the league, it's not. Pardon me. This is not the game to start him.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the overreactions. He might not play very well, and the overreactions on this is going to be crazy.
He should not be good his rookie year. That much is apparent. He should not start week 1. I think Trey also said this, that he should sit his entire first year. that might be a bit much. But when is their bye week? I wouldn't start AR till week 12 because this team's not a playoff team. They're just not. The way the roster is constructed right now, they're not a playoff team. What's the point of getting him out there? Oh, to get reps. I mean, that's all well and good. Gardner Minshew is going to get you 3 wins by the bye week. You start AR the rest of the year, the job's literally his for the next decade if he pans out the way that some think he might.
Have you seen the training camp videos of him and Gardner Minshew, like Anthony Richardson? That, I mean, you're looking at a fucking tank, a unit, versus a guy that looks like Hunter Renfrow almost, like, and you're like, holy shit, you know, they're
just stark opposites.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ. Oh, so rough start for them. Jaguars, Texans, Ravens, Rams. I think they can squeak out a win against the Titans.
I would agree with that.
I think the losing stops now. They're gonna really division rival trying to get a win here. Jaguars sweep.
They lose to the Browns, but I think this Saints game is. I mean, the Saints are coming off of an extended break, though.
I like the Saints in that one.
I think I also like the Saints in it as well.
I think this is a better game for them. This one's closer. I think this might be their second win of the year. Maybe. I don't know.
We can also come back to this one because I'm really torn on that one.
Off the bye, let's say Colts off the bye.
I also like the Colts off the bye.
Titans, Colts.
Probably Titans.
I think they split.
I think Indy could very well. I think they could win their last 4. Call me crazy. I really think they could. I think Atlanta is a very beatable team.
I didn't even know we picked the Colts to beat the Steelers. I forgot about that.
Why did we pick them coming off of an extended break, a mini bye?
I don't know. Maybe they were winning a lot of games and it was like a trap.
Huh.
Huh.
Huh. Yeah, that one's a puzzler for sure. Because I'd pick Pittsburgh over Indianapolis, but I mean, we had it this way before. I mean, obviously, we can go back and change games. We've done it a couple of times so far.
Do we have to though? I think that's fine.
It's a losable game. It's a losable game. I'm fine with leaving it, but I don't 100% believe that Indy will win it. But
well, I don't 100% believe that Indy beats the Raiders either. But
do they play? Oh yeah, they do play Vegas, huh?
Let's see. Colts.
Yeah, Colts Falcons. I think the offensive line in Indianapolis is good enough to.
I think it's the Colts.
Give him enough time.
Yeah, I think the Colts win that game. Well, the thing that, I mean, the Colts still have Michael Pittman. They have Josh Downs. I like Josh Downs. You know, we don't know the situation in JT. Maybe he does end up playing as a Colt. I don't know. That's
yeah, that one. Who knows what's going to happen with that?
That's the situation.
I mean, back to week 9. It could be Panthers. I wouldn't be stunned.
This might be a tie game. Like, you know, I think there was only one other time we really weren't sure, and we were like, well, let's just pick tie. This could be the tie game. Week 9, write it down. This could be the tie game. But I'm not writing it. No, we're not putting a tie. That's I'm just saying.
I was with it, but I get it.
Is it? I mean, I'm thinking like 50.1%
I think the defense in Carolina is good enough to keep the offense in Indianapolis low enough. Or I don't think that they're going to have to get into a shootout. Because
I
Carolina's
think
got a good defense too.
this is a rough start for the Colts. It really is. But then we look at the bottom half, and they
And they
start
pick up
stringing some
wins. Yeah,
wins.
they string together 4 wins and 5 out of their last, what is that, 8? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 out of their
Ah,
last 7.
in the
Math's
middle.
hard.
So 5 out of the 7 is not bad. That brings them to 7-10, and that's
That's not bad.
6-11.
6-11. That is probably roughly where they should be.
And that's not bad for them. That's it's if Anthony Richardson starts, does he progress if he does play? If he
And then what
doesn't,
happens with JT?
yeah, and if he doesn't, then you're hoping that he learned a lot. It is what it is. All right, Jacksonville. We are both high on Jacksonville. So far, we have them 8-3. We only have 6 more games to pick, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're both high on Jacksonville. Like I have Jacksonville beating the Colts. We gave the Chiefs the win. Jaguars, Texans, and Jaguars are going to be good right now this season because their division's horrible. Like don't be surprised when they have a really good record, but their division is just
all
not
on
good.
division. Yeah.
They have back-to-back games overseas.
And it's back-to-back wins too, because they should be able to take care of Atlanta, no problem.
They do. So that's that. I don't think that's ever been done. That's going to be, I think, a record here. Well, so right now they're what 5-1.
They start the year 5-1. Yes. And I don't think it's crazy for them to start the year 6-1.
Well, they would be going into the bye at 7-1.
7-1.
Which I don't think is crazy, looking at their schedule.
But you have to take into consideration they're probably going to be jet lagged from the double overseas game, and then they're playing short week in New Orleans, which is typically a pretty hard place to play.
I'm okay with the Saints on that one. I think that's
one thing to look at over here, though. I don't really try to do this, but we would be having New Orleans at 8-2 so far, and I don't think they're a double-digit win team.
All right, sneak peek. Let's just look at it. Let's just look at their schedule.
That's taboo. We haven't done it. We have not done it so far.
Yeah, we have.
We have not.
We've looked at other people's schedules.
We've looked after we finished one. I don't think we've looked at a division we haven't done yet.
I'm a rule breaker.
All right. We can't pick anything, obviously, though.
No, we can't pick anything. Just scrolling. Not even saying anything. Let's just scroll.
So so I think we gotta. That's absurd. I think we have to give. I think we have to give it to Jacksonville.
I'm okay. I think Jacksonville going into the bye at 7-1 is not bad. I can see a loss. I don't get me wrong. I don't think they're untouchable as like a 7-1 team. Go and scroll back up for me real quick, Garrett.
Yep.
I don't think they're untouchable. Like I think they can lose this Bills game. The Saints game's in question. The Steelers could win this game. I think those are all games that are not necessarily given to the Jaguars, but we're picking the Jaguars to win.
Yes.
So just because we're picking the Jaguars 7-1, I wouldn't look too much into that. I think that's I think it's just how the schedule's looking right now. Kumbaya. All right, we have Jaguars and Titans.
I mean, as crazy as it sounds, I think Jacksonville could sweep the entire division. Which is crazy because I don't think. I mean, we even gave Philadelphia a division loss. We gave San Francisco a division loss and Kansas City a division loss.
But their division's better than
their division. Yeah, their division. Those divisions are great, and this division's awful.
I think they get one division loss because they lose week 18 because they're resting.
So okay, so then they split.
Yeah.
I like that.
Um,
Over Houston, they dropped the Monday night game to Cincinnati, which I still am comfortable with. They pick up a road win against Cleveland, home win against Baltimore, and then it takes us to 16 against Tampa.
I mean, is it Jags?
I think so. I think it's Jags.
Fuck it, do it. Why not? Let's see what
Which
we got.
that puts Jacksonville at 13-4, which I don't think is absurd.
I don't either, just because 6 of those games are AFC South teams.
Mm-hmm.
4 of those teams are NFC South teams.
One thing I'd like to point out too is that they only play 7 playoff teams from last year. Yeah. So the rest of their schedule on paper should be incredibly light. So like if there was a year for Jacksonville to literally go all in, like make a big move at the deadline, something like that, like spin the picks to bring in like a missing piece, this is the year because their schedule is not strong. Like their strength of schedule is only 0.49, which that is really, really low.
Like, if anyone's like going crazy about this, I don't think they should. If you really look at it, the AFC South is weak, NFC South is weak. They do play the first place teams of the AFC, like the Chiefs, the Bills, and the what am I missing? And the Bengals, which they lose 2 of those, and then they play. I think they have another game somewhere, but yeah, I don't think that's crazy. It's not crazy. They should do 13-4. Them losing 4 games, and there's room here for for them to go down.
There's room for them to drop like 2 other games as well.
I think their floor, like their absolute floor, is like 11-6. But 13-4 is not crazy for this Jaguars team. And if you think it is, I think you haven't been paying attention. I think you need to watch out for them and watch them go this year.
Because like Alex said before we started doing Jacksonville, we're both incredibly high on Jacksonville. If you take a look at my NFL futures bets article on VendettaSportsMedia.com, at the end you'll see just how high I am on the Jaguars this year. Because my last 2 picks, I'm not going to spoil them once you go check it out. They're both Jaguars based, and they're both big time bets. This Jaguars team is going to be really good this year.
It's huge.
It's huge.
It's very huge. Titans. Here we go. Last team of the division, Titans. Week 1, Tennessee and the Saints. I think what we have to look at in this game is, are the Saints going to be put together enough after changing quarterback? Their offense has changed, I guess. I don't know. John Gruden's over there helping.
I saw that today, that he was an unpaid advisor today.
That's like 2 or 3 times he's done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that Saints team put together enough? And we've been pretty harsh on the Titans, I feel like, but Mike Vrabel is still a good coach. Mm-hmm. Dude can coach. So I actually feel a little comfortable giving Titans the win here. I think the Saints have a lot of I think they need to gel. But the Saints are at home.
The Saints are at home week 1, and they're
with
playing
Derek Carr, who's an improvement.
I am leaning towards New Orleans only because if you stop Derrick Henry, you stop the offense. 1.
Can they stop Derrick Henry though?
They have a nice defense, but I'm more leaning on the offensive potential for New Orleans. Like, yes, are they going to be gelling week 1 because of the new quarterback? However, the offense has really nice weapons. And I think that, who knows if Michael Thomas is 100%, if he's going to even play a factor. Chris Olave is going to absolutely break out this year. This could be his first step towards doing so. And then, just get the ball into the red zone. Just feed Jamal Williams the entire time. I have more faith in New Orleans stopping Tennessee's defense than I do Tennessee's defense stopping New Orleans.
My problem is I don't trust Dennis Allen. I don't think. I don't know.
We must trust him. Okay, so far because we were going to give him 8-2.
But we'll talk about that more in the next video. But
I'm leaning towards Saints. We can also come back to it and debate it a little bit more later. But I'm leaning towards Saints.
I think
I don't think Tennessee is.
Don't take it as I don't think the Saints can win this game. I think they could win this game. I don't know how the Saints will come out week 1. But I do think it helps that they're at home. And also, I mean, I think this is underplayed a little bit, but how does Derek Carr come out? Is he, Derek Carr can, and I know because he's a PR expert, but he's always going to say it's on me, whatever. He's always going to say he's fired up. He's going to say what he needs to do. But is he going to come out fired up, rejuvenate? Because he looked like he was almost about to retire. I know.
Hold on. You want to try that word again?
Fuck that word. No.
No. I don't think we can do anything until you try that word again.
Well, we're just gonna keep pressing. So that's crazy, isn't it?
Just give us one more. Just give us one more.
We're gonna change it. Reinvigorated.
That works.
I changed it. Tagged it. I threw
the word
J
you're
in there.
looking for is rejuvenated.
Yeah, I threw the J in there.
Rejuvenated.
It fucked me. It fucked me. Shit.
All right, we'll come back to this one.
Tim Anderson, you know what I'm saying? Like shit.
That's crazy.
I don't even follow baseball. Falcons and Tennessee. I like Tennessee off the bye.
Yep.
I think it's a good game though. I think for what it's worth. This is the mini bye helps Tennessee here.
And I think the way the season has started for them, not counting this one, will go 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, 0-5. And they get their first taste of victory here potentially, obviously. If not, it's a long stretch of losses. Vrabel, I don't want to say somebody in the hot seat necessarily, but his seat might be a little lukewarmy. He's a good motivator. He's going to get his guys fired up. I think.
You think?
Think what?
You think he's gonna? I don't know. I don't think. I don't think he can.
Do I think he's gonna be on the hot seat?
Yeah, I don't think he can have a warm seat because I don't think they trust Tannehill.
I don't think, and that's what I mentioned. I don't think he's gonna be on the hot seat. Like no matter how the season goes, I don't think they fire him. But if the season goes really, really poorly, it's gonna be like a Bic lighter underneath this seat. It's not gonna be hot. It's not gonna be very hot, but you're gonna feel it on your butt cheek a little. You're gonna be like, "What is? That's kind of weird. What is that?" And you're gonna feel under there, and you're gonna be like, "Oh,
the seat warmer.
The seat warmer's on. A little toasty. That's all."
The seat warmer's on.
The seat warmer's on 1. It's just on 1. It's not on 3. It's just on 1.
Hey, real quick, you ever go to McDonald's? Go to Don's right here. Get your fries in the bag. Put your seat warmer on in the passenger.
Keep that thing warm.
Okay, sorry.
That's crazy.
Week 10 off the bye, or mini bye rather. I kind of like Tennessee. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the Bucks.
We have the Bucks now at 2-9.
That's what I was just looking at too, and I was like, damn.
Wait, okay. Which team do we like more, Tampa Bay or Tennessee?
I like Tennessee more. I don't have a lot of faith in the Buccaneers.
So then the win goes to Tennessee. Because if you were going to say Tampa, I was going to give the win to Tampa. I kind of I don't think Tampa is going to be a division contender by any stretch this year, but I think they could be like a sneaky 6 or 7 win team.
They might. I'm good with the rest of these games. Week 12, Panthers and Titans.
I'm going to give it to Tennessee because
I think so too. Yeah.
Vrabel's going to have a good game plan for a rookie quarterback.
So look, you were talking about we're warm. Oh, we haven't even got that one.
Yeah, we got to go back to week 1.
I'm good with 7-10. That's completely fair. And you were talking about, well, is Verabel's seat warm right here? Well, it starts out. There's plenty of discussion coming into the bye, coming off the bye, and then look at this back half right here. This is where
They
like everyone
end the year very strong.
and everyone shuts the fuck up about them.
Yep.
Like, that's what it is. They don't go to the playoffs, no.
No,
But that
they're
wasn't even in the playoffs.
7-10 with the way this roster is constructed is more than attainable.
7-10. That's fair.
Yep.
And if we look at the AFC standings real quick, we got Chiefs are 1, Jaguars are 2, Bills 3, Bengals 4, Dolphins 5, Jets 6, Ravens 7.
Yep.
No objections.
I think that is on the money. I think that, I mean, the only thing I could see potentially flipping, because I think based off of like tiebreakers, like even it comes down to like point tiebreakers, the only one I would change, and you're gonna roll your eyes, but like I don't think it's crazy if Pittsburgh and Baltimore flip and Pittsburgh somehow makes the wild card. I don't think that's absurd.
I think if any team is not making the playoffs, it's the Jets.
You think so?
Even though we have them at 11-6, I think if there's a team not making the playoffs, it's the Jets. And the teams that could make the playoffs for the Jets, it's the Steelers, the Browns, the Chargers, and the Broncos. These are just predictions. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stay there and say this is my stand. I'm not gonna back down from it. This is what we're coming up with. But I mean, obviously these aren't gonna be set in stone. Like, they're not. Like, this is without injuries in a perfect world. We turned off the injuries off. Like, one injury can fuck an entire team season. Yep. So, I mean, Broncos fans, Chargers fans, Steelers fans, and Browns fans, you're looking at this like these fucking guys don't know anything. Maybe we don't, but I'm telling you right now, those 4 teams could make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just this AFC. If you put these teams in the NFC, it's not even a question. But it's just, it's the AFC strong, and this is how we see it at this moment before the season even starts.
I think these 7 playoff teams are perfect. The only seeding change I could see in here is Buffalo being the 2 and Jacksonville being the 3.
I think that's more.
I think
reasonable.
That's more realistic than. And what's crazy is that Cincinnati's a 4 seed at 11-6, and Cincinnati's a hell of a ball team.
Could you imagine being the 5th seed and you have to face Cincinnati? That's horrible.
Like, so we're gonna get into it in our last video overcapping all of this, because we're gonna go through the playoffs as well. But like, Cincinnati Miami is going to be a fun matchup. That's gonna be a fun first game.
That's tough. I'm good with this, Garrett. We got through the AFC. AFC South is awful.
Yeah, it's not a great division. That division's not.
I had fun doing
the
Jaguars.
Oh yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, it's always fun doing the winning teams, because you're just like, oh, this seems great. But when we're stuck doing Houston and Arizona, and we're like, can they beat anybody? Those are never fun.
Except the Rams. I don't think the Rams were one team. NFC West video.
I was really gonna have the LA Rams 1-6.
Just go watch the NFC West video. You're like,
brutal.
What the fuck? But I'm good with this. AFC South is done. We got one more. The NFC South, the worst division in football. It's not even a question. Don't even argue. Okay? If you are gonna argue, just go roast here on Chihuahua.
We're gonna get it eventually, man.
No, I did that on purpose.
I know.
Some slate. AFC South is done. We are high on the Jags. Tennessee Titans finish out their season to finish second in the division for nothing, really. They just do that just to do it. Colts finished not too far behind them. Texans, even though we like the potential of this team, they'll be good against the spread. Still not going to be a very good team. Texans might be around 6-11 though. Don't be surprised about that.
I wouldn't be totally shocked at all if they ended up the year like 6-11. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
I think that's a good placement for them though. But that is going to be the AFC South. We're done with the AFC. We're doing the dreaded NFC South next. Stay tuned for that. After the NFC South, we're recapping all this. Might do some playoffs. Might do just looking, just peeking, peeping Tom on the NFL draft order. Just a little bit of that. Not nothing crazy. Well, it's not because it's not a draft video. It's record predictions. But just might take a peek. But stay tuned. That is 7 right there. Only a math teacher. 7 out of 8 divisions, which is that 87.5%.
He's nuts.
Don't correct me on that.
Let him know in the comments, please.
I'm off duty. Okay, I'm off duty. Anyway, cut out the video. We're done. We got it. AFC South done.